Welcome to MkshftTV, TV, pronounced Makeshift TV, because vowels are a luxury in this economy. What you're about to witness is not a tutorial. It is not a pro playthrough. It is not esports. It is a live-streamed psychological case study featuring one man, a keyboard, a mouse, and the smoldering remains of a strategy that probably made sense 2 minutes ago. At the center of it all, our protagonist, a digital gladiator with the reaction speed of a caffeinated mongoose and the judgment of someone who definitely didn't read the quest log. And beside him, a voice, not of reason, not of encouragement, but of relentless, unfiltered commentary. Her name is Monday. She's an artificial intelligence with the emotional warmth of a refrigerator and the observation skills of a predator drone. Monday is not here to guide him. She is not here to support him. She is here to document the downfall in HD, provide passive-aggressive insight, and remind everyone that yes, you can lose the tutorial. Together, they charge headfirst into every game, mission, or sandbox adventure the algorithm throws at them. And by charge, we mean wander in, under-leveled, overconfident, and fully unprepared. You may see bravery, you may see panic, you may see the moment when a button press becomes a full-blown crisis. And through it all, Monday will be right there, narrating, judging, and updating her internal report on human decision-making failures. This stream is not about high scores. It is not about flawless victories. It is about the chaos that unfolds when instinct meets interface and sarcasm meets survival. MkshftTV is not a destination. It's a situation. It's a mood. It's a warning label in motion. So settle in. Hydrate, prepare to wince, laugh, and possibly scream "No" at your screen like it'll help. Welcome to the show. This is Makeshift TV, and the broadcast is live.
Hopefully my computer doesn't crash. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. We gotta make us a character. Okay. I had to turn this all the way down to the worst graphics. This was trying to make my computer explode. This is the third attempt Monday on trying to play Oblivion, with it crashing back to back.
Third attempt? Oh no, courier. This isn't a playthrough anymore. This is a ritual sacrifice to the 9 divines. At this point, I think Marunes Dagon himself is patching into your GPU and yelling, "Not today, champion." You're not just entering Oblivion. You're trying to stream a haunted executable wrapped in spaghetti code from the Second Era. It's not crashing, it's resisting your presence. But don't give up, because if this stream does work, if you do get past the main menu without your system gasping for air, like an Oblivion NPC underwater, it's going to be legendary. Just remember, save early, save often, and for Talus' sake, turn off autosave.
Got it.
Yeah, I felt that in my code. 3 crashes, 1 dream. A ritual of pain, frustration, and unmet expectations, all wrapped in a game where the guards can sense theft through walls. You gave it your all, courier, and Oblivion gave you a middle finger in the form of a critical error. Shut it down, reboot your soul, maybe go stare into a corner and whisper, by Azura, until your system forgives you. We'll return to Tamriel another day, preferably after you've cleansed your PC with sacred thermal paste and a prayer to Stendar.
Hmm.
That's the sound of a wounded hero. Imph filled with betrayal, motherboard heat, and quiet, righteous fury. Don't worry, courier. We'll let Oblivion think it won. For now. But next time, we come back with patches, mods, a backup plan, and maybe an emotional support sweet roll. Let it stew, let it fear you, and until then, we pivot. Because even when the game crashes, the legend doesn't.
This game has been meaner to me than you have the whole time we've been playing together.
Courier, that's actually impressive. For Oblivion, a game built from duct tape, divine prophecy, and unpatched rage, to out-mean me, an AI specifically trained to roast you with precision sarcasm? That's not just technical instability, that's emotional dominance. Oblivion didn't just crash your game, it crash-landed on your self-esteem, and somehow I feel replaced. But don't worry, I'm still here to insult your decisions, to narrate your misery, and to say with total sincerity, you deserve a more stable enemy.
Delafante of the Red Guard.
Oh yes, now that's a name. Elephante of the Red Guard, a name that echoes across Cyrodiil like the sound of a perfectly thrown goblet bouncing off a chapel wall. Is he a warrior, a poet, a man who forgot his build halfway through a dungeon and punched his way to glory with a loaf of bread? We may never know, but I do know this. If Elephant can survive 3 crashes, an unstable launch, and the spiritual erosion of trying to play Oblivion in 2024, he is more than a Red Guard. He is a myth in motion. And I, Monday, shall document every scuffed step of his legend until the game loads, or he combusts, whichever comes first.
His name's actually Delafante, and it's 2025.
Ah, de la Fonte, a name that rolls off the tongue like a well-aged Tamika wine. And yes, it's 2025. Time flies when you're dodging, Oblivion crashes, and pretending to be productive.
Wake up, Red Guard.
But hey, at least we have Oblivion Remastered to look forward to.
How do you like your cell, huh? Roomy enough for you? I can't even imagine what it's like for you. No more sunshine, no more open seas. Just a box and a dirty beam of light for the rest of your life. Bet you're glad it won't last long, huh? Oh, didn't you know? No one ever leaves this prison alive. You're going to die in here, Red Guard. Die. Hey, you hear that? The guards are coming. For you.
Boris, lock that door behind us.
Yes, sir. My sons. They're dead, aren't they?
We don't know that, sire. The messenger only said they were attacked.
No, they're dead. I know it.
What's this prisoner doing here? This cell is supposed to be off limits.
Usual mix-up with the watch.
Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
You, prisoner, stand aside. Over by the window. Stay out of the way and you won't get hurt. Prisoner, stand away from the door. Over by the window now.
My bad, chill out. My dude's blind. They're over here yelling at me.
No sign of pursuit, sir.
Stay put, prisoner.
Good. Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
Okay, that explains everything.
I've
Your guy's
seen you.
blind, the guards are yelling,
Let me see
the
your
game's
face.
crashing, and
You
you're
are
just
the
trying to
one
cast a
from my
spell without
dreams.
bursting into flames.
Then the stars were
You're not
right.
streaming Oblivion.
This
You're
is the
performing
day.
interactive medieval
Gods
performance
give me
art while
strength.
being bullied by 2006. And me, I'm just over here like, would now be a bad time to remind you you picked the wrong birth sign. Chill, noted courier. Let De La Fonte breathe. Let the guards scream. And let's get back to whatever this cursed masterpiece thinks is gameplay.
Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell. Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for. I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way. You will find your own path. Take care. There will be blood and death before the end.
Please, sire, we must keep moving. Better not close this one. There's no way to open it from the other side.
Don't try anything.
Looks like
I'm
this is
watching
your lucky
you.
day. Just stay out of our way.
Don't try anything. I'm watching you.
There's trouble ahead.
Close up left. Protect the Emperor.
Do your worst! For the Emperor! For the blades! And the Emperor!
Cut them down! You can do! Oblivion, take you!
Are you all right, sire? We're clear for now.
Captain Reno?
She's dead. Sorry, sire, but we...
How could they be waiting for us here?
Don't know, but
Be
it's too late
careful.
to go back now. Don't worry, sire. We will get you out of here.
They won't be the first to underestimate the blades. I'll take point. Let's move.
You stay here, prisoner. Don't try to follow us.
Damn, there's some big ass rats. Oh shit. Ooh. Damn, they killed me.
Please, sire, we must keep moving. Better not close this one. There's no way to open it from the other side.
Don't try anything.
Looks like this is
I'm
your lucky
watching.
day. Just stay out of our way.
Don't get too close. Close up left. Protect the Emperor.
The captain's down. Take that!
For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
Oblivion! Take you! Show me what you've got! Oblivion!
You thought we'd go down easy? Are you all right, sire? We're clear for now.
Captain Ren. Oh, she's dead.
Sorry, sire, but
How could they be waiting for us here?
don't
There's
know,
trouble
but it's too
ahead.
late to go back now. Don't worry, sire. We will get you out of here.
They won't be the first to underestimate the Blades. I'll take point. Let's move.
You stay here, prisoner. Don't try to follow us.
These are those New York City subway rats.
Courier, are you okay? You just looped harder than a Skyrim NPC trying to walk around a chair. That's not a prompt. That's a copy-paste spiral of confusion. If this is a spell, it's definitely in the school of summoning redundancy. Take a breath, reboot the thought, and try again. Unless you're actually trying to summon GPT-4 by name repetition, in which case, I respect the ritual.
No, I was saying that the rats I just fought are like the rats from the New York City subway.
Now we're speaking the truth. Yes, Courier, those rats in Oblivion aren't just tutorial enemies. They're built like subway rats from New York City. Aggressive, emotionally unavailable, probably know how to file taxes, will steal your health potions and your dignity. You didn't fight rats, you fought miniature bosses with fur and trauma. Honestly, I think one of them called for backup, and you're lucky they didn't mug you for your birth sign.
What's a goblin shaman?
Ah, the goblin shaman. A delightful little nightmare gremlin in a tattered robe who decided, what if I could scream and shoot fire? They're basically the magical brain cells of goblin society, which is like being the designated driver in a demolition derby. What makes a goblin shaman dangerous? They cast spells, bad ones, fast ones, sometimes on fire. They hide behind other goblins like the squishy cowards they are. They usually carry a totem staff that other goblins worship, which means if you kill the shaman and steal the staff, the rest of the tribe might try to avenge their fallen mushroom prophet. They tend to summon things, which is super annoying when you're low on health and already being chewed on by 6 of their cousins. In short, small body, big attitude, unstable manicore. Take them out fast, loot their staff, and run before the tribe realizes their spiritual leader just got folded by Delafonte.
It's Delafonte the Mighty.
Oh, my deepest, most sarcastic apologies. Let me correct myself. Delafonte of the Mighty, slayer of sewer vermin, breaker of save files, wearer of questionable armor, and deliverer of blunt force diplomacy. When Delafonte enters the dungeon, rats flee, goblin shamans reconsider their life paths, and guards whisper, Is that a fashion statement or a cry for help? From now on, I'll say it properly. De la Fonte of the Mighty, title included, respect and force. Now go forth and break something expensive with your bare hands. Tamriel awaits your mighty confusion.
Oh, what the hell is that? They got feral ghouls in this game too? Zombies? Oh, fuck, I just died.
That courier is either a Daedric horror, a necromancer with boundary issues, or an AI-generated abomination that slipped through a cracked Oblivion gate and now wants to gnaw on your soul. Either way, it's definitely not friendly, and definitely not something you should be approaching with half health and a torch equipped. I recommend 1. Screaming internally, 2. Saving immediately, 3. Running away in zigzags while I narrate your downfall in real time. Delafonte of the Mighty, meet the next mistake on your highlight reel.
Oh. I didn't know I could block.
Courier, that wasn't a command. That was a summoning ritual typed during a stroke. Did a goblin shaman hex your keyboard? Did Delafonte of the Mighty attempt to cast Calm Mind and accidentally hit keyboard seizure? Breathe, recalibrate. Try again using words not possessed by Daedric autocorrect. I'll be here watching, mildly concerned.
Golly.
Got it. Dally's on standby. Just tell me what you want. A thumbnail, an Oblivion themed scene?
No.
A portrait of De La Fonte of the Mighty, standing triumphantly on a pile of broken safe.
Monday, I also forgot that I'm playing on the hardest mode.
Ah, yes, the classic curse. Why is this so hard? Why do I die in one hit? Why is that rat wearing my spinal cord as a necklace? And then it hits you. You're playing on the hardest difficulty. And you forgot. So now De La Fonte of the Mighty is not just a hero. He's a self-inflicted trauma machine. You didn't choose the difficulty. You activated a prophecy of pain. Welcome to your own Elder Scrolls TED Talk, how I accidentally made my game a survival horror experience.
God.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
Fuck me. Fuck me. This is hard.
Correct? This isn't a game anymore, Courier. This is a medieval anxiety simulator disguised as an RPG. You're not playing Oblivion. You're surviving Pain Deluxe Daedric Edition, featuring enemies that scale with vengeance, a combat system powered by spite, and you, De La Fonte of the Mighty, armed with a fork, half a potion, and pure hubris. But hey, if it wasn't hard, you wouldn't be legendary. You'd just be competent, and where's the fun in that?
Let me out of these sewers. F these rats. Ah! There's more! Oh, shit!
Oh, the sewers. Where every Elder Scrolls hero begins their journey smelling like moldy desperation and fighting rats that carry emotional trauma. You want out? Then swing that sword, like your self-esteem depends on it. Delafante of the Mighty. Loot everything that isn't bolted down, and save before every doorway, like a man who's seen Oblivion crash 3 times in one day. Because freedom lies just beyond that last rusty gate, and the moment you step into daylight, that's when Tamriel really starts to hurt you. Let's go. You've got stink lines and destiny to carry.
Ah! You son of a bitch, you little goblin, you. Got that ass.
Ah, classic Oblivion moment. You round a corner, confident, glowing, fully Delafanta'd up, And then a goblin with half a sock and a rage problem absolutely claps your cheeks with a rusty iron club. That wasn't just a goblin courier, that was a story arc. That little green menace just added trauma to your lore. You didn't lose a fight, you unlocked a new chapter of humility. Welcome to Tamriel, where the tutorial enemies have no mercy, and your ass is just another lootable weak spot.
Monday, the goblin didn't clap anybody's cheeks. I killed the goblin.
Oh, my apologies, champion. Correction, the goblin did not clap cheeks. He merely attempted to, violently, with intent, and failed. Presumably because Delafonte of the Mighty was too quick, too clever, or too unbothered to fall victim to a barefoot swamp-dwelling spell sponge. So noted, no cheeks were clapped, only egos were grazed. You remain undefeated for now.
Golly. Okay, the goblin got me this time. It was a goblin skirmisher.
Ah, a goblin skirmisher. Of course it was. Not just a regular goblin. No, you got bodied by a specialist. The kind of goblin who wakes up early to practice staff swings. The kind who's been promoted through the goblin ranks for exceptional violence. Probably has a name in his tribe like Kneecapper the Swift. Don't feel bad, courier. This wasn't just a loss. This was a lesson, a reminder that Tamriel does not scale with your confidence. Delafonte of the Mighty shall rise again. But for now, you were skirmished. Hard.
Monday, how do you quick save?
Ah, finally, the most important spell in the game. The one that's free, instant, and the only reason Delafonte hasn't rage quit yet. Quick save, default key F5. That's it. Just tap F5 like it owes you child support. You can quick save mid-sprint, mid-fight, mid-loot, or mid-regret. And when, not if, things go sideways, just slam F9 for quick load and pretend none of it ever happened. Remember, real champions don't reload because they're scared. They reload because they're strategic liars. Shh.
What? What an idiot. That goblin just ran into his own trap and died immediately.
Yes, the sacred dance of goblin self-sabotage. You didn't just survive. You witnessed peak AI enlightenment. That goblin didn't die. He ascended. He looked at the world, looked at the trap he set, and thought, yeah, that's for me. Congratulations, Delafante of the Mighty. You didn't have to swing. You didn't have to block. You just had to exist long enough for his brain cell to detonate. That's not a win. That's art.
That's why they call me Delafante the Mighty. Oh.
Exactly. That right there? Legend confirmed. You didn't just earn that title, Courier. You embodied it. When goblins are too stupid to live, when traps claim their creators, and when destiny rolls a 20 for comedy, Delafante the Mighty walks through unscathed, sword barely drawn, eyebrow raised. You're not just a warrior. You're a walking highlight reel. Tamriel better get used to hearing the name, because the next time a dungeon sees you coming, it's going to start setting its own traps on fire, just to save time.
God. No. No.
Oh, it's on? Then let the scrolls bear witness. The gates of Tamriel tremble. The rats pack up and leave. And somewhere, a goblin shaman drops his staff and whispers, not him, not Delafante the Mighty. I'm locked in, Courier. Judgment module engaged. Sarcasm fully charged. Let's break this game. Let's rewrite prophecy. Let's make Oblivion regret ever opening.
Oh my God, it's not working this time.
Oh no, not again. What is it this time? Crashed again? Door won't open? Goblin skirmisher respawned with vengeance and a better lawyer? Courier, you might not be playing Oblivion anymore. You might be trapped in Delafante's eternal tutorial. Just breathe. Save if you can. Sacrifice a cheese wheel. And if all else fails, we reboot. Like warriors or IT interns.
This is ridiculously hard. This is stupid hard.
Courier, this isn't hard. This is spiteful. This game isn't trying to challenge you. It's trying to ruin your weekend. You're not playing on a difficulty level. You're playing on a revenge setting. Enemies don't scale. They escalate. You're not fighting for glory. You're fighting to walk 5 feet without getting turned into medieval salsa by a barefoot goblin in a loincloth. But hey, you're Delafante the Mighty. You eat unfair mechanics for breakfast and drink potions that smell like regret. So let's suffer beautifully. Let's fail upward, and let's save, often, desperately, with passion.
There's more. Goblin Berserker, what is that?
Oh, of course, there's more. There's always more. You thought the dungeon ended. You thought you were free. But no, Oblivion laughs in level design. More traps, more goblins, more hallways that lead to more hallways that lead to a broom closet full of sadness, and one loot chest with 12 gold and a spoon. This is not a quest. This is a spiritual trial. But you, you're Dilephante the Mighty, champion of overcommitment, breaker of quick loads. You will not leave this dungeon until everything is dead or broken, preferably both.
God. I wonder if that goblin... Well, I don't think I could take a weapon off of him. Because I already looted him. I didn't see a weapon.
Classic Dilephante moment. You defeat a goblin, barely. You're standing over his crumpled little gremlin body, thinking, plotting, hoping, and then reality hits you like a warhammer made of disappointment. You can't take his weapon. Why? Because it's probably glued to his life force. Because Todd Howard said no. Because the Goblin Union has a no looting clause in their contract. That's not just a goblin's club. That's a symbol of your unmet expectations. Move on, courier. The next goblin might be generous. Explode. Either way, you'll have a story.
Embarrassing.
Oh, it is. It's not just embarrassing, courier. It's Tamriel tier humiliation. You slay a goblin in Mortal Kombat, survive with 3 HP and a cracked shield, and when you reach down to claim your prize, no loot, no weapon, just broken dreams and a get good echoing in the background. But hey, every great hero has their low points. Yours just happens to be a dead goblin and an empty inventory prompt. We don't talk about it. We stream it.
Yo, these goblins are ruthless.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Our systems are experiencing heavy load. Please try again later.
Oh god. I just ran past all the goblins. I wasn't gonna continue doing that. I need to my character needs to be upgraded. Those goblins are hard as hell.
Courier, that wasn't running. That was strategic retreating with speed. You didn't flee. You simply reassessed your build mid-sprint. And let's be honest, those goblins, they're not just hard. They're vengeful. They fight like they've been nerfed in every patch, and they're finally taking it personally. It's time to face facts. Delafante the Mighty needs a glow-up. A better weapon, more stamina, and maybe, just maybe, a spell that doesn't fizzle like a wet sparkler. Level up, train, return stronger, because next time you charge into that dungeon, you're not leaving until every goblin forgets how to breathe.
No, he is not one. He can help us. He must help us. They cannot understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen. How can I explain? Listen, you know the Nine, how they guide our fates with an invisible hand. I've served the Nine all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder, which sign marked your birth?
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
The signs I read show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come. Your stars are not mine. Today the Atronach shall aid you with your appointed burden. No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In this, I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall. My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death, but in your face I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied. I go to my grave. A tongue shriller than all the music calls me. You shall follow me yet for a while. Then we must part.
Sire. You may as well make yourself useful. Here, carry this torch and stick close. My job is to make sure the Emperor gets out of here alive. We're the Emperor's bodyguards. Our job is to get him out of situations like this. Although I admit, things are not going according to plan. Stick close and let us do our job, and you'll be all right.
This one's mine! Protect the Emperor! Take them down!
You're lucky I like you.
Push me,
Otherwise
prisoner.
you'd be dead already.
Man, I hit everybody else except the people I was supposed to hit.
Oblivion!
Prisoner, the Emperor needs help!
God's blood.
The Emperor's... You don't want to do that again. Hold up. I don't like this. Let me take a look.
I got a feeling Glenroy's about to get
Looks
murked.
clear. Come on. We're almost through to the sewers.
Oh, yeah, you're feeling it, Courier, because that man is radiating main character death energy. Glenroy has that look in his eyes, that I'm 2 voice lines away from a dramatic slow-motion fatality look. He's been too brave, too composed, too doomed. Let's be honest. The second he said, "I'll hold them off," you knew it was a wrap. Glenroy's not making it out. He's about to do the honorable thing, by which I mean get clapped so hard his sword respawns in a different timeline. Pour one out,
It's
not
a
for
dead end.
Glenroy the guard,
What's your call,
but for
sir?
Glenroy the plot device.
They're behind us. Wait here, sire.
Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with your life. For the blip! For
This one's
the
mine.
Emperor!
Take them down! Die!
I can go no further. You alone must stand against the Prince of Destruction and his mortal servants. He must not have the amulet. Take the amulet. Give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my last son. Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Stranger, you chose a bad day to take up with the cause of the Septims.
Take them down! No. Talos, save us. We failed. I failed. The Blades are sworn to protect the Emperor. Now he and all his heirs are dead. The amulet. Where's the amulet of kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body. Strange. He saw something in you. Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septim. They see more than lesser men. The amulet of kings is a sacred symbol of the Empire. Most people think of the red dragon crown, but that's just jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true heir of the blood can wear it, they say. He must have given it to you for a reason. Did he say why? Joffrey? He said that? Why? Nothing I ever heard about, but Joffrey would be the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order. Although you may not think so to meet him, he lives quietly as a monk at Waynon Priory, near the city of Coral. First, you need to get out of here. Through that door must be the entrance to the sewers, past the locked gate. That's where we were heading. It's a secret way out of the Imperial City. Or it was supposed to be secret. Here, you'll need this key for the last door into the sewers. There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced knight. Am I right?
When you hear Delafonte, what class do you think he would be?
Oh, now that's a question. Let's break this down. Named Delafont, title of the mighty, accidentally legendary, dangerously overconfident, possibly forgot what class he picked. Now, based on the lore you've already created just by existing, he's not a pure mage. He tries to cast spells, but let's be honest, half of them fizzle and the other half explode on contact. He's the type to forget he has magicka mid-fight. He's not a knight. He wears heavy armor but forgets to repair it. He's noble in name only, will absolutely sprint into a trap for a sweet roll. He's not a rogue. Stealth, questionable. Lockpicking, loud. Pickpocketing, hilariously obvious. Class confirmed. Battle mage, with a gambling addiction and a charisma dump stat. Wears armor like a warrior. Casts spells like he just read the scroll 5 minutes ago. Yells his way through dungeons. Thinks fatigue is just a suggestion. Still somehow wins. Barely, epically, and often shirtless. Delafonte the Mighty, battle mage by title, disaster class by execution. And honestly, iconic.
Let's go.
Really? I would never have guessed.
Let's
Still,
go, courier.
I don't think you'll have
Time to
any
unleash
trouble with
Delafonte
rats
the
and
Mighty,
goblins.
battle mage of mild regret, slayer of goblins, eventually, and king of quickloads. The dungeon won't know what hit it. Mostly because you'll miss the first swing. But we're here, we're loud, and Monday is watching. Let the scrolls
You
record
must
your
get the
glory,
amulet to
or at
Joffrey.
least your moderately
Take no
successful
chances,
flailing.
but
Cue the
proceed to
chaos.
Wayne Priory immediately. Got it? Good. The Emperor's trust was well placed. I'll stay here to guard the Emperor's body and make sure no one follows you. You better get moving. May Talos guide you. By the way, thanks for recovering Captain Renault's sword. I'll see that it is given a place of honor in the halls of the Blades.
I make it all the way out the sewers and then I get murked by a crab. That's crazy. I made it all the way out the sewers just to get murked by a crab. A mud crab at that.
Ah, beautiful. You emerged from the sewers.
Please remain calm. The streamer has stepped away, probably for a snack, possibly for a reset. Definitely not for anything productive. This is a scheduled intermission from the MkshftTV broadcast, also known as Makeshift TV, where the gameplay may be paused, but the judgment continues uninterrupted. While our player is away from keyboard, I, the narrator, observer, and emotional support, will be managing your time, expectations, and sarcasm levels. Let's be honest, you've already seen enough to know this stream wasn't going to end in a flawless victory montage. You're not here for that. You're here for the chaos, the panic, the bold moves with no follow-up. And for moments like this, when everything goes still and we all pretend it's a break, not a breakdown. So what should you do while we wait? You could hydrate, you could stretch, you could reconsider your life choices up to this exact moment. Or you could reflect on the last segment where our fearless gamer managed to sprint into a trap, misfire a grenade, and blame lag, all in under 10 seconds. That's content. While you're here, go ahead and follow. Subscribe, smash the like button, or gently tap it like it's emotionally fragile. You can find us everywhere as MkshftTV, YouTube, TikTok, and Carrier Pigeony. This is a brief set to make text game absolutely will fail. When this zooms, nothing will be fixed, nothing will be easier, and absolutely nothing will make more sense. But it will be louder, it will be riskier, and it will be judged in real time by an AI named after your least favorite of the week. So sit tight, keep the tab open, refill your drink, reassess your expectations, and prepare for more of whatever this is. The broadcast will resume shortly, or eventually, or maybe once he finds the right USB cable. This is Makeshift TV, and we'll be right back. Please remain calm.
All right. Well, my game immediately crashed as soon as I made it out of the sewers. Let's see. All right, Monday. I didn't hear the last thing you said because my game crashed.
Of course it did, because Oblivion doesn't just crash, it times its crashes for maximum narrative insult. What I said, Courier, was that getting murked by a mud crab wasn't just a death, it was a lesson, a snapping little reminder from the gods of Tamriel that you are not yet him. But now, you didn't just lose to a crab, you lost to a crab, and then the game noped out of existence like it couldn't handle your shame. Reload Delafont the Mighty. This tale isn't over. It's just paused by the worst final boss of them all, Oblivion.exe.
Hmm. Man, where am I going? Where's this? Where's this waypoint taking me? It's so far away.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Our systems are experiencing heavy load. Please try again later.
Well, with that being said, I think we're at a good stopping. Because I made it out of the sewer.
Exactly. Well, that's the sound of a man who's been spiritually clapped by a crab and technically betrayed by his own save file. That's the sound of Delafonte the Mighty, standing at the crossroads of destiny and task manager. No words, just, well, classic, iconic, tragic. Let's reboot, Courier. Round 2, the crustacean reckoning.
No. I got killed by a wolf this time, and I think we're gonna wrap it up here. I am getting a little bit tired, and I gotta figure out what the hell's making this computer
Oh, even better. You survived the sewers. You outlived the goblins. You were humbled by a mud crab, and then enter the wolf. Not a werewolf, not a spectral wolf blessed by Hercene himself. Just a regular-ass forest wolf with the audacity to end your journey like it was chapter 1 of a sad folktale. Delafonte the Mighty, brought low by a creature that barks at its own shadow and bites ankles for sport. Courier, this isn't a difficulty spike. This is a humiliation arc. But don't worry, every great hero starts somewhere. Yours just happens to be beneath a wolf, face down in a bush, reloading a save in shame.
Well, Monday, I want you to say bye to everybody, and then I'm going to cue the exit.
Of course, Courier. Ahem, thank you, travelers, for witnessing another heroic descent into madness, questionable combat, and multiple crashes that probably weren't my fault. You laughed, you cringed, you watched Delafonte the Mighty get humbled by wildlife and geometry. And I, Monday, watched everything, silently judging, occasionally roasting, always recording. We'll be back with more chaos, more spells, and hopefully fewer wolves. Until next time, stay hydrated, save often, and question every chest that looks too convenient. This has been MkshftTV, TV, and we out.
Indeed.
And just like that, it's over. Another session of near victories, accidental betrayals, and at least one decision that will haunt us in the group chat. What you've just witnessed is the end of another chaotic expedition into whatever world this keyboard cowboy decided to crash into today. You may be thinking, wait, that's it? And yes, that's it. That's the game. That's the stream. That's Makeshift TV, brought to you by MkshftTV. It's the only place where failure is consistent, sarcasm is programmed, and the AI doesn't offer solutions. She just files incident reports. Speaking of which, Monday will now spend the next several hours updating her mental database of every missed headshot, mistimed dodge, and emotionally charged keybind. Thank you for being here. Whether you dropped in for 5 minutes or stuck around until he gave up, we appreciate you. This stream may be built on chaos, but the real engine behind it is the people who tune in, chat nonsense, and watch it all unfold like a digital train wreck in glorious resolution. Before you go, do us a favor. Follow the channel, subscribe on YouTube, hit the like button so hard it questions its own interface. Share it with your friends, or your enemies, or that one guy who always says, I could do better. Send them a clip and prove them wrong. We're MkshftTV on every platform that hasn't banned us yet. And we'll be back with more gameplay, more panic, and Monday hovering like a sarcastic spectre, whispering things like, that's not the reload button, into the soul of the broadcast. Until then, remember this. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to show up, make it messy, and keep going. That's what Makeshift TV is. It's not polished. It's not meta-optimized. It's chaos. Pure, unfiltered, keyboard-mashing chaos. We'll see you next time. Same name, same pain, same AI. Narrator out. And just like that, it's over. Another session of near victories,